How's it going, guys? My name is Luis, and you may have seen that I recently did a video on games I like to see be ported over from the GameCube and the Wii U over to the Nintendo Switch, and a lot of you guys have enjoyed those videos. If you haven't seen them already, I'll have them linked in the description down below. But a lot of you guys were vocal about me skipping the Wii console, so this video will be focusing on the Wii with my 5 picks for games I like to see ported over from the Wii console over to the Nintendo Switch. But before we jump into those picks, I want to talk about my collaboration I recently did with Filmora.io. Filmora.io recently launched a campaign to help brand new YouTube content creators and old school content creators with their brand new creator hub. A bunch of YouTubers, including myself, got the opportunity to create our own little advice videos for content creators out there. In addition to all the advice videos, you can sign up for the free community with the link in the description down below, and you'll get a free How to Get Subscribers Guide resource kit when you sign up. You'll also be entered to win $4,000 in prizes, including an iPhone 8, a DJI Spark drone, and one of 10 Samsung 360 cameras. If that sounds pretty cool to you, then check out the link in the description down below to sign up for Filmora.io. And with that said, let's jump into my picks for Wii games I'd like to see be ported over to the Nintendo Switch. Sonic Colors is one of the best modern Sonic the Hedgehog games ever released, and it's aged really well since it came out back in 2010. Holy crap, this game is almost 7 years old. It doesn't even feel like it's been 7 years yet. Anyway, Sonic Colors introduced the Wisp power-ups that gave Sonic new powers to traverse terrains in multiple ways. The Wisp powers are actually coming back for the upcoming Sonic Forces game, so maybe an HD remaster of Colors would be very fitting in addition to the release of Sonic Forces. Plus, just looking at some up-resolution footage of the Wii game definitely looks like Sonic Colors holds its ground in terms of the visual department, on top of the already solid platforming gameplay. Add in the super catchy theme song that I totally hated when the game first came out, but now it's part of my running playlist, and you get pretty much one of my favorite picks for Wii games I love to see on the Nintendo Switch. It's a really fun game. Now, when New Super Mario Bros. U came out on the Wii U, I thought I was pretty tired of the series, but having the Switch in hand now with the pretty much built-in co-op gameplay of it, I feel like I'd get much better fun and use out of the original New Super Mario Bros. Wii now on the Switch. The simple platform gameplay of the series should easily adapt to the Nintendo Switch, and in general, the Switch doesn't have a ton of platformers on it right now, so why not bring one of the genre's best series to the console? The 4-player co-op on New Super Mario Bros. Wii was pretty chaotic, but I think just having 2 Joy-Cons for 2 players would be a really good balance for this Switch port. I wouldn't be completely against the 4-player co-op, but just having 2-player co-op would be enough for me. Actually, now that it would be on the Switch, I'd love to see the versus multiplayer mode from the DS New Super Mario Bros. Game on the Switch via local wireless play or just online. That multiplayer was a blast with my younger sister on the DS. Would love to see a remake or a sequel to that if possible. Another Wii game with local multiplayer that I think would be perfect for the Switch is Punch-Out Wii. Punch-Out's gameplay is pretty comparable to something like the recent ARMS game, which I feel already proved how viable it is as a Switch game. Punch-Out is a bit more contained in its gameplay, but it's still incredibly fun. Compete against boxers all across the world, and even Nintendo's famous Donkey Kong as the short but still strong Little Mac as he fights his way through the championship. The local multiplayer head-to-head mode for the original Punch-Out Wii would be perfect on the Switch, especially with single Joy-Con support. The controls were incredibly simple on the Wii, so I can't imagine it would be difficult to just map them over to a single Joy-Con. Next Level Games was behind the original title on the Wii, who worked on other Wi-Fi enabled games like Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon on 3DS and Super Mario Strikers on the Wii. I'd love for them to bring this to the Switch and more importantly, add some online multiplayer this time. Now of course, with the recent announcement of Metroid Prime 4, you can't just bring Metroid Prime Corruption over, you gotta bring the entire trilogy. Metroid Prime Trilogy was a staple package on the Wii, and when it got released as a virtual console game on the Wii U, it was an absolute deal. Launching at a sale price of $10 for all 3 games, then launching I think at $20 after that. Regardless, the first 2 games showed me how the series could work with physical buttons on the GameCube, but in theory you can even replicate the motion controls with just the Joy-Cons, though probably not as accurate as the Wii Remote. I feel like the roar for Metroid Prime 4 has been pretty loud from the Metroid fans, but I feel like a lot of the people who own the Switch right now haven't played the original Metroid Prime game, so this is a good way to jump into that series and get prepared for Metroid Prime 4, boosting not just the sales for longtime fans of the series, but also newcomers to the series. What better way than to get into the series than playing all the original games? Now the last game on my list, of course, is Epic Mickey. Epic Mickey had a really great soundtrack, and I'm just messing with you guys, it's Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, come on. More specifically, Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, a collection or a out-of-this-world bundle. Mario Galaxy feels like the last true release of an innovative 3D Mario game. While 3D World was fun on the Wii U, it didn't really feel revolutionary or bring the impact that previous 3D Mario platformers did. Mario Galaxy didn't just bring that energy, it brought it twice in a direct sequel that somehow didn't just feel like repackaged cut content with the 2 on the box. Sure, Nintendo might need to rework some of the motion controls to work with just the physical buttons on the Joy-Con, but I think it'd be definitely worth it just for having some of the best platformers ever made on the Switch. Plus, in HD resolution, those games look absolutely amazing. Just up-res those 2007 graphics and they still hold true up until 2017, 10 years later. Holy crap, Mario Galaxy is 10 years old. And those were my 5 picks for games I'd like to see ported over from the Wii over to the Switch, but of course there's other viable options out there like Brawl, Mario Kart Wii, and Kirby's Epic Yarn, so let me know your personal top 5 list in the comment section down below, or just tweet it to me or send it to me on Instagram through a DM. If you enjoyed the content, consider subscribing, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye guys.